Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be talking about some tips and tricks for JROTC. Now I know it's summer now, so a lot of you 8th graders going into your freshman year. Some of you guys might be taking JROTC, and so yeah, I'm just going to be giving you some advice for that. So the first thing that I would say to you guys is learn how to do like facing movements and stuff before you get into before you actually get into the class. Now for those of you that signed up for the class like voluntarily, you probably care about it. You might want to be a leadership position, and the things they look for in like leaders are people that know what they're doing. Now your first semester you probably won't be a leader, you probably won't be in a leadership position because you just got there. But sometimes at my school, my battalion, they taught like some of the Let 1s, which is like a Let level is what year you are. So Let 1 is first semester, Let 2 is second semester, and I think at other schools where they do, if you do ROTC for the entire year, I think Let is just a year. So if you're a freshman, it's Let 1, sophomore, Let 2. But I was a sophomore and I stopped doing ROTC and I got out as a Let 4, so it goes by semesters. It depends on your school. But if you're a Let 1, the most leading you can really do is teaching the other Let 1s, because some of them won't learn as fast and some will. So if you know how to do facing movements when you get there, there's a good chance you'll get to teach the other Let 1s, which can lead to getting promoted faster and having the instructors like you. And that brings me to point number 2, which I almost did 3. That's smart. Point 2, which would be you have to make sure your instructors like you. So the instructors, obviously, they decide if you get promoted. It's not like the actual army where there's like a whole fucking promotion board and all that. And the instructors just promote you. If they like you, you get promoted. If they don't like you, you don't get promoted. It's as simple as that. Now there's single promotions, double promotions, and if you are a God tier cadet, you can get a triple and your first promotion. It just depends, again, how much they like you and how good you are. Now I made a video on this like a long ass time ago when I was still a corporal, about how to get promoted. But basically what you have to do is make sure the instructors like you, do your job right, things like that. Don't fuck around a lot like I did, and yeah, just be a good cadet. Make sure, and if you have the time to do drill team or raiders and community service, just anything in JROTC that is like that you don't have to do, anything extra, do it, because that's how you get promoted. That helps a lot. But yeah, the instructor, they're looking for people that are outgoing and people that are doing more than they have to. So yeah, if you can do like community service, what we call it CP, drill team, raiders, honor guard, color guard, things like that, that really helps you towards getting promoted and getting the instructors to like you. Now the third piece of advice that I would give you guys is be serious, because one thing, learn from my mistakes, because I was in JROTC for 2 years. And I was good. I'm not even gonna like lie. I was good at pretty much, like, I don't want to sound like a douchebag, but I was good at pretty much everything, like except raiders. Raiders, I was good at like certain things, but like drill team, took my time to get good at it. But once I got good, I was one of the best on drill team. My sophomore year, I was a commander. I did JROTC every semester. I kept always trying to get into leadership position. Whenever the leaders were absent, like the first sergeant or the platoon sergeant, I was always, even since first semester, I was always rushing in to take their position when they were gone. And I always wanted to be leadership position. I did raiders, drill team, CP, everything. I did all that shit. Color guard. Well, I tried to do color guard. That was a funny story. Tried to do color guard, honor guard. I did a few of those. I did parade. I did everything. But I was always like joking around. I was always laughing. Formation. Not at like competitions. See, the thing is, they want you to be serious all the time, like 100% of the fucking time. Like, so we'd go to competitions, like, cause drill team, and I would be always messing around until the moment we got in the box. That is the only time that I was actually serious, and they didn't like that. They want you to be serious at practice and like in formations, at like the in the regular class, like when you're just teaching the ones how to like march and everything. So you have to be like very, very serious, which I wasn't very good at doing. But if you are serious, that's also a thing they're looking for. But honestly, I probably could have been like first sergeant or second lieutenant or some shit if I was more serious. But I don't know, for some reason I always felt the need to mess around. And now the fourth point: make sure you don't complain, because yes, JROTC it can be bullshit at times. It's run by cadets, you know, it's cadet leadership, so the people that are in charge of you acting like they're fucking drill instructors in the Army, that makes no sense. They don't have drill instructors in the Army, they have drill sergeants. Why do I exist? Okay. The people that are acting like they're like fucking drill sergeants in the Army, those guys, they're like 2 years older than you. They don't know what the fuck they're doing either. So they'll make bad calls. They'll do things that they're not supposed to do. It's designed to be run by cadets. But don't complain about it, because like your instructors, if the leader's doing something wrong, the instructors are gonna fix it. But they honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, they don't give a shit about your opinion until you're a leader, because they just don't for some reason. So you're gonna have to kind of deal with it. It can be annoying, it can be tedious, and sometimes if you're in my scenario where I was always like, bro, I am better than these fucking leaders, and I'm gonna let one. It's my first semester, and I'm a better first sergeant than this guy who's a junior. Like, people don't memorize, like when you're first sergeant, you have to memorize like a whole opening. It's like a very structured, like at the beginning of the class, you have to like do like a whole opening and there's like a whole routine. And I was like a freshman, and I memorized that shit. And I wasn't in any type of leadership position, but the people that were in leadership positions, they don't know what they're fucking doing. So, because again, that's what I was talking about earlier. I messed around a lot, so they thought I was bad at everything, when in reality, just because I messed around, I knew what I was doing. So yeah, don't complain about anything, because they're just gonna come up with some bullshit excuse why they didn't make you the leader, because you messed around too much, or because they thought that whatever such and such was, you know, the right cadet for the job. So yeah, don't complain about it. But if you aren't put in a leadership position and you want to be, and you feel like you're better than the person that is in that leadership position, just do your best and try to get to that level. Like, for example, I don't have, hold up. Here is us at Nationals this year, and this cord I'm wearing, see how I have I look like a fucking school shooter, but look at the cord. That cord cost me, I had to actually go out of my way and buy it, and it was a whole story. But look how everybody else just has a regular cord, except the commanders, which being him and her. You can't really see hers, and also hers, you can't see hers either. But yeah, so everyone has a regular cord, and I have the fancy one. Now, it took me a long time to get that cord. I bought it in like January and didn't get to wear it until like March, because sometimes in JROTC they're not gonna give you what you really deserve, and you just have to deal with that. I didn't complain about it. Like, I never even brought the cord up, but I tried to. Basically, you get that cord, like, okay, so all the commanders, the other two that you see, like in front of me in the picture, those two were commanders, and they were like, one of them was the battalion commander, and the other one was the CSM, which is like the third highest leadership, sort of the third highest leadership position in the battalion. So they got to wear a cord because they were commanders, and I was an event commander. Like, they were commanders of the entire male drill team. I was just the commander of like a platoon of 12 people. But so I felt like I deserved the cord, so I went and bought it myself. Because Sergeant Major, one of my instructors, bought it for them. I went and bought my own. Spent my own money on it, which was fun. But you know, things like that. Like, they didn't let me wear it at first, but I had to prove to them that I was worthy of it. And it takes a while sometimes, even though I deserved it from the beginning of drill team. As soon as I became a commander, you know, like I said, they come up with bullshit excuses why you don't get it, because you're not an overall commander, you're an event commander and shit like that. So you just have to deal with it. They can pick and choose, you know, who they want to give things to. Another thing you guys will have to deal with is that the instructors, they can pick who they like and who they don't. So they can, if they want to let you be a commander, and you're nice to them and they like you, you can be a commander. Even though you can be shit at your job and there can be some like random guy who can do it a lot better than you that is an asshole to the instructors but is good at his job, the instructors are going to pick you because they like you better, because it's, like I said, it's completely just based off the instructors. So you have to make sure that you're really being very nice to those instructors. Like, make sure you're always on their good side. You know, shit like that. That's gonna really help you in ROTC. And once you get a good image in the instructors, it's kind of hard to ruin it. And if you get a bad image, it's really hard to bring it up. But yeah, that is about everything I can tell you guys for ROTC. Hopefully that'll help you guys out, all you freshmen going into your all you 8th graders going into your freshman year, or people that are just starting JROTC. Hopefully you'll do a lot better than I did. Stuff worked out for me. Eventually I got to be a commander. Eventually I got to wear the corps that I earned 5 fucking months before I got to wear. But you know, I didn't get it right the first time. It took me a while to learn, and I'm hoping that you guys can just, you know, do better than I did. But yeah, anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and good luck to all you guys going in the JROTC. Yep, see you guys later. Bye.